Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We got some juicy news from the developers. They're actually basically replying to some of the questions, some of the concerns that we have. And most likely, this is coming from the Supreme Club that is planning to take over the universe. So they've just shared it with us, and I want to share it with you guys as well to basically let you know what plans they have for the near future. And this is something that we haven't really discussed with them in the last meeting that we had. Quite a few things are actually new and very, very exciting, okay? So I'm going to bring all of the text on the screen right here. We're back with some answers following a Q&A session with the developers. Based on your feedback, first, we want to take a moment to express our gratitude for the time and effort you put into sharing your thoughts with us. Your input is incredibly valuable, and we encourage you to keep it coming. So, while not every suggestion may align with the game's overall vision or be immediately feasible for implementation, we remain committed to listening, addressing your concerns, and striving to find workable solutions. Please understand that changes can take time, as Raid is a complex game with an extensive development pipeline. That said, we're doing our best and ask for your continued patience and support. To provide some clarity on timelines, once a feature is approved, it generally takes around 6 months to develop, test, and prepare for implementation. However, this time frame may vary depending on various factors. So, oils and extracts, guys. This is one of the most important freaking things that we need in the game. I am bringing great news. I'm happy to share that oils and extracts will be getting their mixer. While it might not arrive as soon as you'd like, and we know this has been a frequent request, your feedback has driven the developers to analyze potential solutions. After extensive consideration and testing, they've concluded that adding the highly requested oil and extract mixer to the game is the way forward. To manage expectations, we're looking at a potential release timeframe in the summer. Now, for the majority of the players, this is not necessarily a big problem, okay? And that's mainly because not everybody farms these dungeons like a madman. But it's a massive discrepancy in between the oils, okay? I have 222,000 small oils, 8,000 medium, 4,000 large ones. So that means that the medium ones are the ones that are usually missing, and that's basically for everybody. We're just not getting as many. We're getting big ones, we're getting tons of small ones, but the medium ones are usually lacking. And then, of course, once we're going to be able to mix them into medium ones, the big ones will be the ones that are actually lacking. But the main thing is, you're accumulating so many small ones that in the end, you're just not going to have what to do with them anymore. And we're going to farm these dungeons forever because we need the actual dust and the powder, not only the oils and stuff like that, right? So this is very, very important, and I'm glad that they are actually doing it. Now, to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure how exactly they are planning to basically do it. How is it going to work? Same way like here, mix, it will cost you silver, most likely. I have a feeling that they will add a good chunk of cost to it to make sure that we're not going to do it non-stop. But 100k for a medium one, and for a small one is 20k. So they might have a very similar price, very similar economy. 10 small for a medium, 10 medium for a big one, most likely. Even on the ones from the accessories, I'm pretty much in the same situation. You see, no medium ones, but I have big ones. I have tons of small ones. I'm not really farming this much, to be honest. I have tons of small ones. I'm always short on mediums. Always short on mediums. While I have 500 of the big ones. So this will 100% solve the issue that we currently have with the oils and all that. Then, the next thing. Sand Devil and Shogun tournament. This tournament is happening. While there's no ETA yet, it is coming. And more information will be shared closer to its release. So the whole idea, guys, is the following. We have tournaments for pretty much every freaking dungeon in the game except the Keeps and the Minotaur and the Iron Twins Fortress, right? But for the rest, we have individual tournaments. We have tournaments for the Sand Devils Necropolis all the time, never for the Phantom Shogun, which once again will end up in creating a problem. We have tons of stuff from the Sand Devils, but never enough from the Phantom Shogun, because you're not really creating incentive for us, the players, to farm the Phantom Shogun only when we actually need the materials. So I feel like if they don't want to make individual tournaments, they should combine them both into one universal tournament. So instead of having just one tournament as we have at the moment, Sand Devil turn attack, this can be basically Shogun and Sand Devil turn attack, right? And you can farm any of them at the same time and still basically get rewards for the tournament. If they don't want to make individual ones for each one of the dungeons, but they definitely need to make it happen. At least in my opinion, I think that is very, very important. Then, moving on to the next one. Friendly unranked arena type battles. This is something that we have been requesting for the last 5 years, okay? We want to have friendly battles in the game. And now with the addition of live arena is even better. You don't want to have friendly battle in classic arena, which is just that content because you're going versus the AI. You want to have friendly battles in the live arena. This will allow us to host tournaments, right? So we can make community tournaments in live arena. We can challenge our friends. We can test builds. We can do tons of different things. Even if it costs us tickets, it doesn't matter. Just give us these friendly battles. Even if we're not earning any gold or whatever, let us play versus friends. So we are actually able to basically test stuff, have fun. This is probably one of the best things that they will add to the game. Hands down. Even if you hate PvP, you're gonna love crapping on your friends, okay? You're just gonna love it on your clanmates, just to have some fun and flex it on them after. I know a lot of people like to do that stuff. Either way, they need to do it. We haven't forgotten about this. As we've mentioned before, it's a feature that both you, the community, and we would love to see in Raid. But before we move forward, we're excited to roll out live arena seasons and see how you enjoy it. Depending on how things go, unranked battles might become a reality. So, I guess if they're not getting a lot of traction with the seasons, then they will consider it to do it. If the seasons will be a massive success and everybody's gonna grind live arena daily, most likely they'll be like, well, there is no point for us to bring it because this is a popular game mode. I feel like that's how it's going to be played. But we want to see friendly arena battles in the game. Don't care about ranked, unranked, or whatever, right? That's the main priority. Then, moving on to the siege mode. We've passed along all of your feedback, including suggestions for more control for clan leaders, concerns about rank boosting, and even the request for a detailed list of attacks used. The developers have promised to explore possible options to further improve this game mode. Yes, we need tons of changes in the siege, guys. So one thing, the boosting is a reality. It happens. People are dropping attacks to basically derank the clan. We've been boosted in the first 6 matches to the freaking moon, okay? 8,776 points, which is just crazy. And many of the clans have been boosted like this, and it sucks when it happens because you're basically stuck in the same limbo of fighting the same 2 enemies, because you only have a 1-match cooldown before you can fight the same enemy once again. Now, there are a couple of different issues as well, basically where if you are winning more attacks, like more enemy teams defeated than the enemy, right? And you have the same amount of points because you're destroying every building or so, and everybody's at the same level. Or, I'm not 100% sure, maybe you guys can confirm it because I haven't been put in that situation. But the game basically prioritizes the points, then prioritizes the enemy teams defeated. So, if somebody has a higher level on the stronghold than the other clan, and clan number 1 with a lower level of stronghold defeats all of the teams from the enemy, they will have 64 wins. While the enemy will destroy all of the other teams, they will have only 60 wins, but they will have the same amount of points, 5,000 points each, right? So the clan that actually has more teams defeated, and that's not their fault, it's just that the other enemy had the stronghold leveled up, will instantly win. It doesn't matter what. So that's how the game looks like is actually acting. But I haven't been put in that situation to confirm it. So let me know in the comments down below if it actually happened to you. Then we actually need a list to see how many attacks have been used from the opponent. We see how many enemy teams have been defeated, but we need to basically find a way to see either at the at the leaderboard, sorry, at the ranking, either to see how many attacks the enemy used, okay? Because that actually helps you to kind of like plan ahead. Now, making sure that you're not wasting any of the attacks is super important because you don't have as many as you had at the beginning. So making the most out of it, trying to basically clutch every single victory is key. And just being able to see, okay, the enemy used 60 attacks. They have 3 attacks left. We're ahead. We don't have to basically go ham and stress about it. Or we can see the enemy used 20 attacks only. My God, we got to make sure we're not messing up anything. So having a list with details, player X used 1 attack that he lost. Player X used 2 attacks. He won 1, he lost 1. We need to get more details from Plarium on the siege mode. And plus, of course, tons of other issues that they need to be fixed, like the boosting and stuff like that. So hopefully that will get sorted. Even the matchmaking, maybe they need to increase the cooldown in between matches to put it at least two different sieges to don't be able to fight the same opponent. And that's mainly because it gets into the monotony and it gets pretty boring, right? Let me know how you feel about that. Then, Hydra. As Hydra continues to be a topic of your feedback, we wanted to share a few updates. The game designers are currently working on fixing Champions AI to enhance gameplay. Quick battles are on the way and will soon be introduced to the game. The devs have also acknowledged feedback about Hydra feeling less enjoyable. They'll be exploring ways to improve the experience moving forward. No questions asked. 90% of the players, 95% of the players that used to love it before, they hate it now, okay? They definitely need to reverse some of the dumb changes that they've introduced with the Hydra clan boss because it's absolutely no fun. You got some of the strongest champions for the Hydra. You summoned those champions for the Hydra, and they're just not doing the job as they used to. You just don't have the same satisfaction out of it. Personally, I don't care about Hydra whatsoever anymore, okay? And I know a lot of you guys are in the same situation. Then, Hydra and Chimera advanced quests. The game designers have acknowledged your concerns regarding this advanced quest and will investigate potential solutions. They need to be removed. Today, I might not have time to go in and do a Hydra key. I want to maximize my damage in the Chimera. I don't have time to do the Chimera key today. I'm planning to do it tomorrow or in the weekend when I'm free from work. But the quest is forcing me to do it or to miss on the daily rewards. So this should not be a punishment. They need to find different solutions to it. At least that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. I know you guys are hating those quests. Then, Classic Arena. Blind reset. The developers are open to this option, but there's no ETA yet, as it requires significant development. Rotating reset. While still under review, technical limitations currently prevent its implementation. However, the devs are actively searching for solutions. We do need to have blind reset to make Classic Arena more interesting. That would 100% increase the hype for it. A lot of people will be more into it, to be honest with you guys, because it's not all about which clan is more active in Classic Arena. And rotating resets is something that's supposed to happen ages ago. And that's mainly because I know a lot of you guys live in USA. A lot of you guys live in Asia. A lot of you guys live in Australia. A lot of us live in Europe. And it's just impossible to have decent one slot that works for everybody. So they need to have rotating ones or to have multiple ones per week just to basically allow more players to engage with the game mode. It will be more fun and it will increase the activity in Arena. Then we need a leaderboard for Platinum Arena Plarium. I know you are posting it all the time on your Supreme Club that's planning to take over the world, and you're only including the players that are in the Supreme Club, but we actually need a proper leaderboard in-game for all of the players to see it. That's what you need to do, and this is something that it has been requested for the last 5 years. I feel like nobody else in the entire universe have been more vocal than me about this situation. We need a freaking leaderboard for Classic Arena. It's not hard to implement, and it needs to be there. Then, emojis for Live Arena. The devs liked the idea and agreed it would be a fun addition. They plan to consider it for future updates. So, every game, every single game that has live content like Arena will have emojis. Why? Because maybe you want to take a dump on the other people. Maybe you want to put a crying emoji. Maybe you're going to put a rage emoji. Maybe you're going to put a lol emoji or something. They're fun and people like to interact with them. So that's another thing that really needs to be added to Live Arena, to be honest, because it still baffles me that we don't actually have them in game. But that was all for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, a lot of these things are just talks. It might happen. We're working on it as usual, but at least they have the right things on their list. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.